All of you have seen videos on the most efficient ways to train skills, the cheapest way to train skills, the fastest way to train skills, but nobody's ever made a video on the most expensive ways to train skills. Until now, because I made one. You're watching it. In today's video, I'm going to show all of you the most expensive way possible to train every skill. I don't care how long it takes to get to 99, I only care about spending the most amount of GP possible. There are some methods that I found that I'm sure most of you don't know exist and cost way more than you could have ever imagined. I'm talking skills that cost almost nothing to train, instead costing billions, and in some cases, trillions of GP is needed to get to 99. Let me give you an example. Hunter. Now, Hunter is a skill that you can for the most part train for free. If you go for 99, you almost always make money, but not if you train it expensively. With my method, you start off normal. Crimson Swifts from 1 to 5 Hunter, and then from 5 to 99 Hunter, you'll be doing normal birdhouses. What are you putting in each birdhouse as bait? Well, the most expensive seeds, of course, 5 snapdragons. If you train Hunter from 5 to 99 using only normal birdhouses as bait with 5 snapdragons in each house as bait, you'd need 46,551 birdhouses to get to 99. Each birdhouse is filled with 385,000 GP worth of snapdragon seeds, which in total costs 17,948,203,571 GP. That is how you train Hunter expensively. And if you think that's expensive, wait and see how much some of these other methods cost. At the end of the video, I'll show you guys how expensive it would be to max your account using all of these methods. Leave your guesses below as well. Let's see if any of you get close. The Grain Exchange offers a lot of things. Potions, food, armor, even some random items that you aren't able to buy, like a cooked chompy. Seriously, try buying it. You can. But you know what else you aren't able to buy? Graphics cards, monitors, laptops, TVs, and so much more. Luckily, I know a place that does. Micro Center. Seriously, anything tech related, you can find it here. And to make things better, Micro Center wants to offer new customers, so all of you, a free 240GB SSD. So check the link in the description. The reason I use Micro Center is the great deals they have on all of their products. You'll find the best prices available, whether you're looking online or in their store, which is awesome, by the way. Probably the best place I've ever been to. I have plans to upgrade my PC soon, and I'll most likely be getting most of the parts for it from Micro Center. If you're near a Micro Center, you can buy online and pick up the same day in store. Check out all the things I decided to get on my recent trip there. Multiple SSDs, a router and modem, and my personal favorite pickup, a brand new 27-inch 240Hz gaming monitor. I can totally fit like 30 Runescape clients on this bad boy. So, what are you guys waiting for? I know all of you want to get some new tech in your life, and with a free SSD available to all of you, I'd say now is the perfect time to head to Micro Center and see what's available. Link as usual in the description. A couple quick things. For these methods, I don't care about selling anything back. Imagine a Grain Exchange full of infinite items. You can buy as many as you want, but you can't sell anything back because everyone is dead and nobody can buy your stuff. You are the last person on Earth and you're playing RuneScape. Nice. My video, my rules. Secondly, this video took really long to research, and guess what? I probably missed some expensive training methods. That's where I need your help. If you think of a method that's more expensive than what I have, let me know in the comments below. If it is, I'll update the list, and hopefully, as a community, we can come up with the truly most expensive ways to train each skill in the game. You can find the list of methods in the description of the video. Okay, let's start off with a fun one. Farming. Did you know that at one farming, you have access to a method that costs you 235k per 100 XP you get, and you never have to plant a seed, rake weeds, or go anywhere near the tithe farm. All you have to do is use a grand seed pod. Every time you use the seed, you get 100 farming XP, and you can start using it at level 1 farming. The reason these are expensive is because the grand seed pod is a rare reward from the Gnome restaurant. They cost 235k each, and since they only give 100 XP per one, you'd need 130,345 of these grand seed pods, which means doing this method all the way to 99 farming would cost you 30,272,886,940 GP. The most expensive way to train farming. Magic starts off pretty normal. Get 1 to 3 magic with Airstrike, then from 3 to 21 we're casting the Confuse spell with the most expensive runes, which costs around 300k, and then from 21 to 99 magic we're going to be low alching. What do you guys think we're going to be low alching? Well, if you guessed the most expensive item in the game, a 3rd Age Druidic Ritual top, you're correct. This item varies in price massively. At one point, the street price was close to 6.7 billion GP, but at the moment, it's going for a little less than 2 billion. So if we alch the most expensive item in the game all the way to 99 magic, we'd need 420,466 low alchs. The runes alone for that many low alchs would cost 211 million GP. We then would need 826 trillion GP worth of druidic ritual tops to have enough alchs to 99 magic. So our final cost of 99 magic, doing it the most expensive way possible, is 826 trillion, 321 billion, 231 million, 50,832 GP. I might need a few bonds to help me out with this one. Construction, as all of you know, is already an expensive skill. Most people who use mahogany planks for the majority of training are looking at spending a couple hundred million GP. My method has you spending just a little bit more. From 1 to 40 construction, we're only planting certain bagged plants, which seem to be the most expensive way to train the early levels. Then we hit the tip jar at level 40, which costs 142k per tip jar since it requires a gold leaf. Doing this from 40 to 47 costs 8.4 million. Still, so far, not too bad. At level 47 though, our fortunes change. From 47 to 99 construction, you can only build gold sinks. Yep, it's an actual thing they added last year. Building a gold sink costs over 100 million GP per sink, since you need 10 condensed gold, which costs 10 million GP per one. You need to build 1,162 of these to go from 47 to 99. This will cost you a little bit less than 117 billion GP. Add on the servant costs, and our final total to 99 construction is over 117 billion. So, who wants to bite the bullet and try this one out? Herblore, as you already know, is also an expensive skill, but we're going to make it way more expensive. From level 3 to 14, we're cleaning Guam. From level 14 to 20, we're making something called a vial, which if you didn't know is a potion you can make during the Watchtower quest, which requires a Guam potion and Jenga berries. This potion is more expensive than just cleaning Guam, so it's what we have to go with. Also, the potion is literally just called a vial, which I found just super strange. We're then cleaning Harlanders, and then from level 25 to 70, we're straight up cleaning Renars. You'll need 97,305 of them, which is going to cost you a measly 966 million GP. Now at level 70, things get incredibly spicy. You can start making divine potions. Divine potions are made by using crystal dust on regular potions. How do you get crystal dust? You grind up crystal shards. How do you get crystal shards? You do activities inside of Prif Dennis. Or you buy crystal items off the Grand Exchange and sell them for crystal shards, aka the more expensive way to do it. In our case, we're going to be buying the most expensive crystal item, an enhanced crystal weapon seed costing 168 million GP. We can exchange that seed for 1,500 crystal shards, which we can then turn into crystal dust and use for our divine potions. As you can imagine, this makes the final total cost pretty damn expensive. From 70 to 86, we'll be making super strength potions costing 67.4 billion GP, and from 86 to 99, divine bastion potions costing a whopping 274.3 billion GP. So our total cost from 1 to 99 Herblore is 342 billion 780 million GP. How can you lose money runecrafting? Well, with just 2 methods, you can lose more money doing runecrafting than almost any other skill. From levels 1 to 60, you'll be making mine tiaras. You get 27.5 XP per mine tiara, and each mine tiara costs 4.1k. So from 1 to 60, you'll be spending 41 million GP. A big loss, but nothing crazy. Did you know that if you turn ranger boots into Begasian boots with a Begasian crystal, you get 200 runecrafting XP? Well, if you didn't, now you know. If we were to do this method from 60 to 99 runecrafting, we would have to fuse together 63,804 Begasian boots, which means that in total, you'd have to spend 2.6 trillion GP in order to buy all the Begasian crystal and ranger boot supplies needed. Just like that, runecrafting all of a sudden becomes a viable, buyable skill. A couple other skills have the same type of option. For woodcutting, you can make infernal axes. From 61 to 99, you can combine dragon axes and smoldering stones, giving you 200 XP in woodcutting and 350 XP in fire making. Training from 61 to 99 woodcutting this way would take 63,661 dragon axes and smoldering stones, which in turn costs us 329 billion GP. Now for some of these skills, I did have trouble finding expensive methods for the early levels. For woodcutting, the only method I was able to find that was semi-expensive was splitting Arctic pine logs, which would cost around 13.3 million GP since you have to buy the logs. But from 1 to 55, I really couldn't find anything. So if you guys know of anything, again, let me know below so we can hopefully come up with the perfect list. Fishing also has an infernal item, an infernal harpoon, which you can make with 75 fishing. 59,121 infernal harpoons later, we're looking at a 3.67 billion GP cost to get to level 99. From levels 47 to 75, we could do drift net fishing, which would lose us 3.9 million GP. I also had the same issue with fishing when it comes to early levels, and I wasn't able to find anything good from levels 1 to 47. Mining has an infernal pickaxe, which you can create with 61 mining and gets you 200 XP. All you need is a dragon pickaxe and a smoldering stone. 63,661 attachments later, and you can get 99 mining without touching a single rock in the game. It's only going to cost 655 billion. Cooking is a pretty interesting one. I was thinking of ways to train cooking to level 85, the level you need to make an infernal harpoon. Someone in my Discord recommended that at level 1, I buy something called Uktanki meat, aka camel meat. It costs 1,242 GP, way more expensive than any other raw fish or meat in the game. If you were to only cook Uktanki meat to level 85, you would need close to 185,000 of them, and that is accounting for their burn rate. This much meat would cost you over 100 million GP just to get to level 85. But once you get to level 85 cooking, you can make infernal harpoons, which you've already seen with fishing. So it would take 27,931 harpoons to get to level 99 cooking, costing you a cool 173 billion GP. So our total cost to get to 99 cooking with these two methods is 173.8 billion GP. Who knew cooking was so unprofitable? Prayer was an incredibly easy one to figure out. Burying the most expensive bones in the game from level 1 to 99. Easy. Org bones cost 33,277 GP and give 140 prayer XP when buried. This means we need 99,104 of them to get to 99, so 99,104 times 33,277 gives us a number of 3.1 billion GP. This is of course a massive amount of GP, but compared to some of the other methods, it doesn't seem too expensive. There is a chance that I missed a method here, but still, very, very expensive. Attack, strength, and defense are pretty interesting. There's not many ways to train those skills outside of combat and questing rewards, but check this out. If you mount a boss head in your house, you gain combat XP. 4 of them give 200 attack, strength, defense, ranged, and magic XP. The KBD head mount, Calphite Queen head mount, Vorkath head mount, and Hydra head mount. Each of these head mounts costs 320k every time you mount it, so assuming you do this from 1 to 99 attack, strength, and defense, it would take 65,173 head mounts. Since KBD is the least profitable boss of the one shown, that's the one we're going to mount. 65,173 times 320,624 gives us 20,896 million GP to go from 1 to 99 attack, strength, and defense, all by mounting boss heads in your house. Who would have thought? Agility is another interesting one. There are very few ways I can think of that train agility without you actually training the skill. You could always rely on temple trekking XP tomes to level up, but we're not going to count that. Agility really only makes you money, mainly because of marks of grace. If you want to train agility from 1 to 99 and lose money, there's one method I can think of. Buying a toy mouse for 1,826 GP. Every time you catch this mouse, you gain 3 agility XP, which means you would need to catch it 4,344,810 times to get to level 99 agility. And you make no money. In fact, you lose a whopping 1,826 GP from the toy mouse you bought. Absolutely brutal. Fire making is pretty cool as well. From level 85 to 99, you're making infernal axes, just like woodcutting, and that's going to cost you 144 billion GP. But what about from 1 to 85? Well, I found out while researching that turning a log into a pyre log gives you fire making XP. You can make a pyre log by using sacred oil on any log, and this can be done at level 1 fire making. So if I want to lose the most amount of money possible, all I would have to do is turn 325,860 magic logs into magic pyre logs. The magic logs and sacred oil would cost 3,917 GP per log, so in total, we'd be spending 1.27 billion GP just to get to level 85 fire making. In total, fire making would cost us a whopping 145.9 billion GP to get to level 99. For fletching, do whatever the f you want from 1 to 11. You're not going to lose that much. Then from 11 to 73, turn opals into opal bolts. That'll lose you over 377 million. Then we're getting into the big boy fletching method. cutting onyxes into onyx bolt tips. Every time you do this, you get 9.4 fletching XP. So to get to 99, you'd need to cut 1,281,015 onyxes. At 1.84 million GP a pop, you need to buy 2.36 trillion worth of onyxes to get to level 99. Another $1 trillion method in the bag. Crafting and smithing are, as you can probably guess, both going to be quite expensive. Crafting has you making serpentine helms, cutting onyxes, and crafting blades of Saildor, costing you 393 billion GP. Smithing will have you smithing dragon square shields, ancient wyvern shields, and dragon kite shields, costing you 574 billion GP. Slayer is a pretty interesting one. From levels 1 to 5, you'd be cannoning every monster possible, and then from 5 to 99 Slayer, you wouldn't be training Slayer at all, technically. You can gain Slayer XP by once again mounting the heads of certain Slayer monsters in your player-owned house. So to level up your Slayer by not actually training Slayer, all you have to do is go get yourself 29 stuffed crawling hands, 100 cockatrice heads, 2,042 basilisk heads, 3,838 Kurask heads, and 10,997 abyssal demon heads. You can get all of these items off task, by the way, so you never actually need to get a Slayer task to get all the way to 99 Slayer. It's just going to cost you around 228 million GP. Now we get to the final skill that I wasn't really able to think of a good method for. Thieving. I need everyone's help with this one because my Discord and I couldn't think of a good method. The only thing we thought of that might work is constantly needing to buy new Pharaoh Scepters every time you run out of charges on your old one at Pyramid Plunder. They are pretty expensive, so this would definitely add up, but the thing is it's just a teleport to get to a place that trains your thieving. You're not actually getting any thieving XP by using the scepter, so let me know your thoughts. Alright, so from all of the skills we went over, if you train each skill the most expensive way possible, you'd be spending 834 trillion GP. That's about 808,341 twisted bows. You'd have to buy 156,867,602 bonds. Over $1 billion. So actually, some of the richest people in the world could afford to do this. If you'd like to check out all the methods for yourself, you can head to the description and check out the spreadsheet I made for this. As I've already said, the methods may not be perfect, and if you do know of a way to spend more money training a skill than what I have, please let me know in the comments below and we can make the spreadsheet as accurate as possible. Don't forget that the prices I'm using are Grand Exchange prices from today, so in the future, depending on the prices of certain items, the cost of the methods will vary. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who helped out in my Discord with this video. They made the process a lot easier. I hope you guys enjoyed this for fun video. I always like throwing these wacky ideas out there every now and then, and if you liked it, I'd really appreciate a like on the video and a sub if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you again very soon.